A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hello everyone and welcome to A+ English. I'm Mike.
And I'm Laura.
Geez, Laura, I think we should bow. We should have bowed, right?
Konnichiwa.
Hello. Konnichiwa, everyone. I am Mike-san.
Laura-san と申します。よろしく。
Wow. Look at that. That's fantastic. You're going to be great as our guide through 2 days in the wonderful Japanese city of...
Kyoto.
Now say that in Japanese.
Kyoto.
Oh, it's the same. That's pretty easy to remember. Of course it's the same, but here's a question that might not be as easy to answer. We have a warm-up question. What do you know about Japan? Talk about it. I think you know a lot since you speak some Japanese.
That's right. Yes, before COVID.
Oh yeah.
I think maybe twice a year. I
Wow.
always visit, Japan twice a year.
It's one of your favorite places to go on holiday.
Of course, I've been to Kyoto as well,
Yes.
and Tokyo, of course,
Yes.
and Osaka.
Okay, so mostly you've gone to the big cities
That's
of
right.
Japan. Okay. Are you interested in seeing some of the other parts of the country? Because, of course, we can't forget that Japan is also a very naturally beautiful place. Sure, the cities are great, but have you ever gone up to Sapporo for some snow skiing?
Oh my gosh, no. I would want to. Have you?
No, I have not. And of course, the North Coast has all those nice little fishing villages. I've never been there, but I've seen some shows. And then, if you want some hot weather, you can go right down to Okinawa, which isn't far, of course, from
I've been
Taiwan.
to Okinawa.
You've been there, and that's a totally different side of Japan. So, we know that Japan is fascinating, it's big, it's busy, but it's also beautiful. And we're going to be learning about one of the most beautiful, but still busy places, the big city of Kyoto.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's check it out.
Find Japan's past. Visit Kyoto. Warm-up question. What do you know about Japan? Talk about it.
Welcome to the old city of Kyoto. This beautiful place was Japan's capital for over 1,000 years until 1868. Kyoto is still one of the best places to visit for Japanese culture. This time of year is a great time to visit too. That's because March and April are cherry blossom season. So, want a taste of Japanese culture? Keep reading for our favorite Kyoto places. You can't visit Kyoto without stopping at a temple or two. One famous temple in Kyoto is Kinkaku-ji. A beautiful coat of gold covers many parts of this temple. It's a great place for a few Instagram photos.
All right, so our article all about Kyoto begins by saying, welcome to the old city of Kyoto. We should also bow. Welcome to the old city of Kyoto. This is a very nice way of welcoming people, making them feel comfortable, maybe in a new place like Kyoto that they haven't visited before. And here's some good basic information about Kyoto. It says this beautiful place was Japan's capital for over 1,000 years. 1,000 years. Until, what's that, 1868. Am I reading that right?
Yes, you are. Okay. 所以一开始我们课文要欢迎你们来到京都这个古老的城市。那这个美丽的地方曾经是日本的首都哦，而且是长达超过1000年，直到1868年。Wow, 所以大家知道这件事 because we know like Tokyo is now the capital. Capital 这个字就是首都或是首府，它是一个名词。而刚刚我们有提到 was 这个过去式，它就是 be 动词的不规则的变化。be was, okay, be is the present. Now, there are a lot of verbs that are irregular in the past. For example, the past tense of go, 大家知道去的过去式是什么 went. Eat, 吃的过去式就是 ate, so it's not eated or goed. Do 也不是 dude, 是 did. Dude.
You can't say dude, but that's a totally different
那是另外一个
word.
字
And it's not a verb. Exactly right. So yes, it was the capital of Japan. I kind of often think of Tainan, right? Tainan was the capital.
It was?
It was the capital of
我真的不知
Taiwan.
道哎。
And then they moved it up north to Taipei. Well, Kyoto was the capital of Japan, and they moved it to Edo, which is now Tokyo, of course. Yes, but Kyoto is still a very famous and important places, as the next sentence basically says. Kyoto is still one of the best places to visit for Japanese culture. Well, actually, that's a really good point. Osaka and Tokyo are big, fascinating cities, but they're quite international, right? Osaka's always been a big port city where boats and people from other countries would arrive. And of course, Tokyo, being one of the biggest cities in the world and the capital, it has a lot of foreigners and other cultures in there, but Kyoto is still a wonderful place to see real Japanese culture.
For sure, and actually, I prefer Kyoto
Do you?
compared to Tokyo.
Tokyo is kind of too big sometimes,
And people are
right?
walking too fast.
I kind of like that.
Really? Okay. 所以我觉得，其实我个人是喜欢京都的感觉，而且课文就是提到，京都如今仍然是体验日本文化最棒的参观景点之一哦。其中我们提到的 culture，let's take a look at this word。我们来看一下 culture 这个字，当然就是文化啦，它是一个名词。那个人呢 ，Laura 觉得，如果你要学习一个语言，最快的方式之一，也就是要学习关于它的文化。The best way to learn a language is to also learn about its culture. 那其实提到的日本，我之前真的是一个哈日族哦。那我也学了日文10年了。那我真的很喜欢日本食物、日本料理以及它的文化。I love Japanese food and culture. 我们来看一下例句哦。Billy went to a foreign country and enjoyed the different culture there. Billy 出国享受了当地不同的文化。
Okay, so if you're interested in Japan and Japanese culture, any time is a good time to go to Kyoto. But if you have the chance and you can get there soon, that might be absolutely great, because we next read this time of year is a great time to visit too. So this time of year, around now, in the next month or two, is a great time to visit Kyoto too, or as well. Why is this time of year a good time? That's because March and April, this time of year, that's because March and April are cherry blossom season. Sakura!
So pretty.
Yeah, absolutely.
对
Gorgeous.
所以现在这个时间，如果你决定，我想要去日本的京都，也是一个很棒的时间点去参观，因为3月跟4月就是 Sakura， 是樱花季 ，Cherry Blossom 就是樱花的意思哦，它是一个名词。不过刚刚我们是不是提到一个很重要的字 ，season， and that's our word power word as well.
Oh, good.
Our second word power word.
Great.
Season 这个字大家应该不陌生，因为它有四季的意思。不过呢，其实它可以用来表示每年当中某件事情固定会发生的时节或是什么什么季。OK， 它是一个名词哦。像是哇，在国外 holiday season 就是指 Thanksgiving till Christmas and New Year 哦，就是度假时候的旺季，那通常是感恩节啦，或者是圣诞节，然后新年这个时候，其实就很类似我们台湾的 Chinese New Year， 就是我们的 holiday season。那通常呢，在这个 holiday season，the streets are always busy during the holiday season。通常可能路上哇，可能大家赶着回家，所以会非常的拥塞，非常的繁忙。那另外还有什么季也是很有名，就是 football season， 在国外也有足球季，大家可能就很嗨，想要看一些很厉害的足球比赛。看一下例句 ：In Taiwan, typhoon season is from July to September。哇，这里提到的是台风季啦，台湾的台风季是7月到9月。
So wonderful history, amazing culture, and a great time of year to visit. So the article asks, want a taste of Japanese culture? And of course, you can taste the food. That's part of the culture. But this is also just you want to experience Japanese culture. Keep reading for our favorite Kyoto places.
I thought they were going to talk about sushi, sashimi.
Maybe later.
OK， 所以如果你想要体验一下日本文化的话呢，那就要继续阅读来看看我们最喜欢的京都的景点吧。所以接着可能我们课文就会看到一些不错的景点。这里的 taste， 注意哦，它是当作名词来用，就是短暂的体验。
Okay, now of course we're going to taste it, we're going to try it out, get a little bit of an experience of what we might see in Kyoto. It says first, you can't visit Kyoto without stopping at a temple or two. That's right, it's an old city, so it's going to have lots of old temples. And those Japanese temples, they're beautiful, they're peaceful, they're amazingly built.You definitely have to check out a couple on your trip to Kyoto.
没错，我去 Kyoto 的时候，我真的就是去很多的 temples，所以没有参观一两个寺庙或是庙宇，就等于没有来到京都。所以去 Kyoto 就是要去看他们的 temple。这个字是什么意思呢？其实刚刚已经提到是寺庙，但是要怎么用 ？Let's check it out。我真的很喜欢去日本，因为他们的那种文化都非常特别，而且你可能很像仿佛走到日剧里面啊，或是漫画当中，因为他们有很多的古色古香的 temple 就是刚刚提到的庙宇或是庙的意思，它是一个名词。I love visiting temples， 我真的很喜欢去庙，我觉得感觉很平静其实我觉得在台湾有很多不错的庙。There are lots of temples in Taiwan too, like 龙山 Temple 龙山寺、行天 Temple 行天宫 and Confucius Temple 是哪里呢？就是孔庙啦。我们来看一下例句Kendra took off her shoes.Went into the temple and prayed. Kendra 脱下鞋子走进庙里，然后祈祷。刚刚我们有看到 without 这个字 ，can't do something without something else， 不能怎么样没有什么就不能怎么样。好啦，如果想要知道这样子的用法，要请教我们的 Magic Box 老师。
Magic Box。
大家好，又到了每周星座的时间了，我是星座专家唐綺阳。双鱼座的朋友度过了春节春假，大家开工开学都有一段时间了，新的开始，你可能觉得呢要拼一点，加把劲但是呢可别加过头了。You can't work for too long without a break。持续工作太久不休息可是不长久的别忘了呢要在生活与工作之间取得一个平衡Without 这个字是什么意思呢？你可能认识它跟它长得有点像的呢，就是 with 呢就是一起比方说呢，我们跟汤姆一起 with Tom， 所以 without OK 就是没有一起，也就是没有的意思啦。这个介系词后面呢可以加上名词，比方说下雨了怎么办？I left home without my umbrella. OK， 我出门没有带伞。或者是我本人呢怎么样？素颜呢也很美。I look nice without makeup. 没有化妆呢也是很好看Without 呢，如果后面呢要加动词呢，记得要以 VING 的形式出现咯。比方说呢 ，He entered without knocking on the door。他没敲门就进来了。那大家呢还记得开头说的呢 ？You can't work for too long without a break。OK， 虽然 without 这个字没有 not， 但是呢它的意思是没有，所以呢本身就是一个有否定意思的字眼所以呢前面呢我们有 can't。后面又有 without， OK， 这就是呢所谓双重否定的用法咯。双重否定呢，这样子负得正呢，它就有加强语气的效果咯。我说你工作要记得休息跟这个你不能工作太久没有休息，是不是双重否定，感觉比较激烈一点？就是这种功能啦。我们呢再看一个例句了。 No one should ride a motorcycle without wearing a helmet. 没有人呢应该骑车不戴安全帽。意思呢就是所有人骑车都必须要戴安全帽啦。这就是呢双重否定的用法哦，听起来很难，但是呢其实一点也不难哦。
So you can't visit Kyoto without visiting a temple.In other words, you must visit a temple. You have to visit a temple when you go to Kyoto. So here's a good one to go and visit. It says one famous temple in Kyoto is Kinkakuji. A beautiful coat of gold covers many parts of the temple. Wow, that's very bling bling. So yes, apparently gold covers parts of the temple. I would expect maybe paint to cover parts of the temple.
Sure.
But not gold.
Wow,
That's
OK.
Something you definitely would want to see.
OK， 所以其中一个非常很有名在京都的庙就是金阁寺。Kinkakuji OK， 然后这个庙呢有很多的部位都是以美丽的金色的外层覆盖着。不过这里我们是不是要学一下 gold 这个 bling bling？ 本课的 gold 是当作金色这个颜色的意思哦，它是一个名词。而银色的当然就是 silver。OK， 那如果你拿到这个第一名的金牌。就是 a gold medal， 还有今天我们看到，应该它上面是用金色刷的油漆 gold paint。那什么东西还会有就是金黄色的呢？我想到就是 my Christmas card has a big gold Christmas tree on it。哇，就是我有想要手写一些圣诞节的卡片，那上面有一个金色的圣诞树，看起来有没有非常的 bling， 很有贵气感？我们来看一下例句。Samantha painted the star in gold and put it on top of her Christmas tree. 哇，这么巧，这个例句跟我刚刚上面也有点呼应哦。Samantha 把星星涂成金色，然后把它放到圣诞树的顶端。So we actually mentioned the word coat in the same sentence, but it's not the coat we're wearing. 这里的 coat 呢，刚刚在课文当中，它是一个名词哦，就是可能涂上一层或是覆盖上的一层这样子意思。所以像是 a coat of paint 就是一层漆，油漆的漆。那一般 coat 还有其他意思啊，像是 the coat we wear。比方像是 Wow, that winter coat looks so pretty. 我想要那件冬天的外套大衣。或者是 I forgot to bring a coat to the mountains. It was super freezing at night. 真的到山上的话，一定要记得带大外套，要不然你会冷死。Coat can also be used as a verb. OK， 就是给什么东西涂上一层什么东西，外加一层什么。比方像是 When the cookies are cool, you coat them in or with melted chocolate. Yummy.
So cover the cookies with a thin layer of chocolate.
I'm getting hungry here.
That would be better than covering them with gold.
Okay.
Don't want to cover the cookies with gold.
Don't think you can eat that.
No. You wouldn't cover the temple with chocolate either.
Oh.
That would be a bad idea. Yeah.
Okay, so we're almost done.
Okay.
We have our last sentence.
So we have this beautiful temple. It's very old. It's very wonderful. It's covered in gold. So, of course, the next sentence makes total sense. It's a great place for a few Instagram photos. More than a few.
Yeah,
it's a great place for lots of Instagram photos, I would say.
它绝对是一个绝佳的景点，让你可以拍。没错，我觉得不只是一两个，应该是很多张 Instagram 的照片。Yeah, we should actually go there and
I
take
think we
some
should.
pictures.
We can bring cookies covered in chocolate and stand in front of the temple covered in gold.
That's nice.
I think that would be a good Instagram.
Okay, well, that's the end of today's article. Let's now go to our review time.
Review time.
All right, everyone, it's time for our review. We're going to look at the 4 new words that we learned today: culture, season, temple, and gold. And we're going to play a little game where I will make a sentence. A missing word will be there in the sentence, and you have to pick which of the new words is the right word to put in that space, in that missing word place. So here, are you ready to go?
Okay.
Well, I've been stuck at home a lot recently. So last weekend, I decided to go out and get some blank.
Get some gold?
No, I've been bored at home, just watching TV. I needed some, something interesting for my mind to learn about new places and new ideas.
So culture
and yes, I wanted to go out and get some culture.
Interesting, okay.
Yeah, we can use culture, like going to an art museum, going to a history museum, learning something, making myself into a better person. So I decided to go to a local blank.
Temple.
Yes, absolutely. Since this is a very cold blank
Season
of the year, I had to wear my new blank jacket.
Gold.
My new gold jacket.
Bling bling.
I looked pretty cool at the temple. Yeah, but then they asked me for money and I gave them some and they looked at my gold jacket and they said, "That's all the money you have? So be careful where you wear your new gold jacket." Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll be back with more about Kyoto tomorrow. Maybe we'll get some food.
Oh, we should.
I know, we're a little hungry, right, after all this temple viewing, but you'll have to come back and find out what's next on our trip to Kyoto.
Find Japan's past. Visit Kyoto. Warm-up question. What do you know about Japan? Talk about it.
Welcome to the old city of Kyoto. This beautiful place was Japan's capital for over 1,000 years until 1868. Kyoto is still one of the best places to visit for Japanese culture. This time of year is a great time to visit too. That's because March and April are cherry blossom season. So, want a taste of Japanese culture? Keep reading for our favorite Kyoto places. You can't visit Kyoto without stopping at a temple or two. One famous temple in Kyoto is Kinkaku-ji. A beautiful coat of gold covers many parts of this temple. It's a great place for a few Instagram photos.
Word power. Culture. Culture. Billy went to a foreign country and enjoyed the different culture there. Billy went to a foreign country and enjoyed the different culture there. Season. Season. In Taiwan, typhoon season is from July to September. In Taiwan, typhoon season is from July to September. Temple. Temple. Kendra took off her shoes, went into the temple, and prayed. Kendra took off her shoes, went into the temple, and prayed. Gold. Gold. Samantha painted the star in gold and put it on top of her Christmas tree. Samantha painted the star in gold and put it on top of her Christmas tree.
认识字汇
Capital. Capital. Cherry blossom. Cherry blossom.